just a string of people bawling their eyes out when they say goodbye to Bowser. That sucks. On the other hand, let me make this argument. I used to install closets into like custom houses that were in Brentwood, and I would show up, with my merry band of beleaguered Mexican ex-gangbanger born again Christian guys.
You're straight edge, hammer wielding.
And teardrop tattoo, but carrying a Bible, and the guy smoking.
That they beat people to death.
Yes, literally asking for traveling mercy before we fired up the panel van and took off for the guy's Brentwood house. And the one guy, Frank, would speak in tongues, which is always shandala shandala, by the way. And we would pull up at the guy's, sprawling estate, his, 15,000 square foot, 19-bedroom house with the indoor pool, and his second hot trophy wife would answer the door, and I'd want to fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
Because the goddamn closet I was installing, the custom closet in, was bigger than the apartment I had the 3 roommates with in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
So
the
you
one
can,
towel that can stand on its own.
Yes, you can. Oh. Towel, the warmer bar, you got that. But these guys actually had. That's how you know you've arrived when you're like, you know what? When I get out of a hot shower, I don't want a medium hot towel. I want a towel that's hotter than the water that was upon me. I need hot water coursing through the towel rack to keep my towel warm, so that I don't even know if I got out of the fucking shower. But when I would go to that guy's house...
I hate when I get out of the shower and I throw in that towel and it's room temperature. I'm not an ape.
Brutal. You want to talk about waterboarding? That's how we should get information out of these guys over at Gitmo. Throw that room temperature towel on. Brutal. Brutal. But leaving that guy's house and going back to the shitbox in Burbank, known as Always Better Closets, that's not a great feeling either. No. So maybe somewhere in between the guy that snuffs out the dogs and the guy who has the butler.
A friend of mine is a business manager for famous people. And he says that the first thing that he has to explain to the people that work for him, like the new people, is, everyone that comes in this door likes what they're doing for a living. That's why they've gotten to a point where they need us.
Right.
And you have to pretend that you're just like them.
Right.
Because they don't want to deal with it.
I would like everyone who doesn't like to do what they're doing for a living to at least pretend until I leave. And then you can go right back to sad clown. Yeah. But when you're there, I want happy clown, and I want some Huell Hauser. I want to come in and I want a guy who just can't catch his breath. He's so excited.
And there are people that are so, and I don't know if it's a skill or the way that they're just so positive.
Yeah.
Then I say, oh my God, your kids are great. Look at how great your kids are.
They're the ones who add.
And I feel uncomfortable, and I have friends that are like that.
Yeah.
And I feel somewhat defensive and uncomfortable around them because you never know when they're like, they're either going to snap, like, I'm going to make you eat your own filth, or something, like something's coming.
They're the people who say things like, have an awesome day.
Yeah.
And you're like, can't we just leave it at good? Like, they'll add words like, thanks for coming in now. And you'll think, how happy can you be about me coming in? I just bought gum at your liquor store. Why is this so exciting?
I'm always weird of people that know me that are just so enthusiastic. Like, oh my God, you enjoyed the podcast today? That's it. And then so many people can listen to it. That's fantastic. I also realize you're going to rape me now. What?
My response is never big enough for those people that are so enthused, because they're like 10s and I'm a perpetual 3.
Yeah.
And so they'll do the thing to me where they'll go like, I'm doing this CBS pilot, and the chick who is basically I don't even know what her title is, but she makes sure everything happens over there. And she's like, I went ahead and got you a parking space closer to Bungalow 18. And I go, thanks, I appreciate that. It's closer. I appreciate that. Yeah. I went ahead and got it moved for you. And you think to yourself, I know she wants more, but I can't muster more, so she's telling me 3 times. And what I'll do is I'll give her 3 3s, and that'll add up to a 9. So I went ahead and got them to move your space 2 spaces closer to the bungalow for you.
For you, I did that.
Okay, where's the coffee maker?
And I know where this comes from, and I wouldn't.